Greetings, members, one and all of the Salivation Nation. A tube of 2020 Silver American Eagles to unbox. Let's explore! Yes, we're going to get right into it. We're going to take the knife deep inside of this particular package here and cut it to get the contents out, because that's what unboxings are about, indeed. And so we're going to do that right at this very moment, cutting down into the box to get the contents out. That's what it's about. That's what I understand anyway, that's what we should be doing. So we're going to do it here. And this is ordered from Salivate Metals. I think I ordered right when they started raising premiums on these. And so that's kind of what precipitated me to go ahead and get these things. I saw the premiums were going up and the spot price was going down, and knew that it was right at the beginning of that. Of course, I didn't perfectly time it, but I got close enough to it. But let's see here what we've got. There's the tube itself and the packaging, Salivate Metals. And I can pull this paperwork out. It's a separate thing here. And here we go. Here is the tube itself. Very good. All right. And these things have been a bit difficult to source, to get for a while. But they're starting to come back in stock. And so this is one. I was fortunate enough to get these things. And let me tell you what I paid for it. It doesn't say on this thing. It just says 20 pieces, but I believe it was around $393 with tax. And that tax really hurts you. You know, we used to not be able to have to pay that. But I want to make a statement about taxes, because that has really hurt, I think, the business in a way, because by a Supreme Court ruling, bullion dealers and, all online retailers, no matter what they are required to collect sales tax. And if they're not charging it, they don't get a dime from it. In fact, it's been a big headache for a lot of companies out there. And I'm not just talking about bullion dealers either. But nonetheless, I'm glad that Salivate Metal sent this. And you'll notice that I haven't ordered from Salivate Metals in a while, but no magnets, no stickers, no other merchant or any other promotional material has come with this, like they usually do. I've got a bunch of magnets here from Salivate Metals. I don't know if that's just because they're in a hurry, which very well could be the case, or if it's something related to just the that they're cutting back on that kind of stuff, maybe to help maybe save money themselves. And maybe it's fine with me. I'd rather they have a lower priced product than to get a magnet or sticker or something like that. So here we go. All right. Before I open this up, one big complaint I have with the American Silver Eagle program. It is the most popular. It is the most widely recognized silver bullion coin in the world today. But the problem is, and we're going to find out. When I open up this tube, we're going to find problems with these. Now, most people are going to say, well, Sal, Uncle Sal, you're being too picky. It's just a bullion coin. But I like my coins to look nice. I'm a collector first and foremost. The Royal Canadian Mint, though their problem was with milk spot, they are solving that problem. But the United States Mint, their problem is they mint these coins off-center. Their tolerances are too high. They get off-center. And these are going to be exactly the same way. Here we go. Let's see here. This is the American Silver Eagle. There it is. And well, you know what? Much to my surprise, these are on center. It's proved me wrong. Wow. Well, looky there. I'm actually shocked. These are on. Usually you see one side. By off center, I mean that the rim is much narrower on one side than the other side. But these actually are pretty well in line. That is usually not the case. I think most people can, and I'm going to be very careful about how I take these out. But let me see here. Let me just pull one out here. So we can look at it together. And there it is, the American Silver Eagle. Yeah, that looks pretty good. Let's see what it's like on the other side. On the reverse, it is for the most part, it's a little bit off center. You can see above states that it's narrower there than it is at the bottom where it says silver. But it's not by much. It's not by a whole lot. But the Canadian maple leaf is almost always on center. No issues with that type of thing. But there it is, the American Silver Eagle, a full entire tube of these to add to, well, the stack. And I haven't really been stacking silver for quite some time. And I haven't done that because, well, I feel like for the most part, my stack is complete. I mean, if there ever is such a thing for silver stacking. But I did, it was a plan of mine to try to increase, quote, the stacking part of my journey. And I have done a tubular journey, but I usually just get a couple at a time. Well, this is a full tube this time that I bought. And had I known where the prices were going to be, I probably would have bought another tube, especially had I known that they would have looked nice. Because if they came out of the same monster box, let's see what the other one looks like inside there. That one looks pretty good, too. So more than likely, all of these are decent. There's 20 eagles in there. Nice. All right. And but that has been a pet peeve. That's one of my biggest pet peeves is off-centered strikes. And, of course, now the little stuff they have in there. What Provident Metals did here, I think, was good, is they put a piece of styrofoam in there to prevent them from clanging around, which is good in packing. You don't want that to happen. But there they are, a fresh tube, brand new 2020 American Silver Eagles. And if you put the lid on like this, it's much easier to take off. And then you can say, I'm going to take it off, eh? You know what I'm saying? Take off, eh? That's right, little Bob McKenzie or whatever, the McKenzie brothers, whatever that. I never saw it, but, you know, apparently it's a thing in Canada. Rush made a song about it. But there it is, a tube of 2020 American Eagles. Now, one more note about the Silver Eagles. I'm going to go ahead and put it. This is bugging me. It's got to be on exactly the right way, because I probably won't take these out. I need to get some more just to look at. I'll eventually do that. But, you know, the shortage of silver is not in terms of the metal itself. It's product. It's like this. This is silver coins, you know. These are silver coins. It's a shortage of those. Blanks and material. The United States Mint is behind. But make no mistake, they will make more. And this is probably, when I bought this, it was more than likely stock that they had laying around. And they just were slow getting it together and what have you. But they probably, now there's a longer wait times because they're waiting to get more. But the Mint is going to be sending to its authorized distributors, known as authorized purchasers, APs. They're going to be sending more of these out. And when they do that, they're going to probably send them in, and, you know, I don't know, 1 million at a time. I don't know, thousands at a time to each bullion dealer. And they'll be trickling out, and they'll be available, and they'll be available at high premiums until they meet demand, and then the premiums will probably come down. But by that time, spot price might come up, so you may be paying more. So I would encourage viewers out there to just watch the silver spot price, watch what the prices are and what you've been paying for in the past before the COVID-19 crisis, and buy accordingly. You know, I don't know what's going to happen in the coming weeks, you know, in terms of this. The unemployment numbers came out. It's hurting things. You know, it's going to be we're going to be in a recession. Most economists agree. What's that going to mean for silver spot price? It could go lower. Some people have commented that the silver spot price could actually go down, and the physical demand could increase even more, which means premiums may increase and probably will increase. What those premiums will be, I don't know. But in a way, I would just look at what the actual cost is to buy these things. and find the best deals possible that you can on them from whoever, from wherever, if you're interested in buying. Or if you don't feel comfortable buying with that much of a spread between the ask price and the premiums and what they're selling them for, don't buy. There's probably just as many good reasons not to buy, especially if you have an appreciable amount of silver, than there is to buy until things normalize. We're in a very unique situation. We've never been here before. And so that's the thing to take into account here with regards to silver in general and silver eagles in particular, which tend to carry the highest premium because, well, silver eagles are the most liquid. They're the most recognized and the most sought after. It's what the most people collect. It's crazy. I don't know how many have been minted since 1986, but I want to say upwards are probably around over 550 million is my guess. And it's just, there's a reason for that because they're recognized, they're liquid, and they're sought after, and that's happening again. So there you have it. Post your thoughts below. I'd like to extend a multitude of gratitude to you all for taking the time to watch, and encourage you to please rate, share, comment, and subscribe.